What's up, everybody? Eber42 here, back with some more Madden 16 coin making tips. I want to talk to you guys quickly about some sets because I did some research today for you, and what I found is we should be doing some of these legend sets. Alright, so here's what I did. I went to MUT, I looked at the legend players and sorted them by which ones were going for the most coins. And then I opened another tab and I opened up sets and I went and looked at how much all these sets cost. So on Xbox One, the badges are going for about 11K. So that was the value I used for all of those. I used MUT averages for all the collectibles. And then I also took into account that you make 5,000 coins when you finish the set and 3,000 coins from doing each solo. So what I found out is that there's a few of these that I'm going to be interested in doing and that I would recommend you guys do as well. I assume if too many of us start doing this, it'll probably drive some of the collectible prices up or tank some of the player prices. So there's probably a very limited window of opportunity to do this. So for you guys watching on Twitch, try to get this done over the weekend. I'll probably throw this video up on YouTube on Monday. If you're watching on YouTube, come watch me every Thursday night at 6 o'clock Central on Twitch at twitch.tv/ebert42. You can swing by the channel now, hit the follow button, and you should get an email notification whenever I go live. I'll be getting into some more head-to-head matchups. I'm in a Madden Secret Society League that I'll be streaming games for, and doing some more stuff like that in the future as well. But let's get into the dirties of these numbers. All right, Terrell Davis. Collectibles totaled 114K. 5 badges was 55K. He's selling for about 185K. You do the math there quick. You can make, there's about 24K in profit that you can be had here. Now, if you sell them for 185K, you're going to lose a lot of that. But it is more than 10%. You're not going to lose it all. So there's some profit to be made there if you buy everything at what MUT says. Similarly, if we go to Derrick Brooks, I already did this set. All his collectibles are 90K. He only needs 4 badges. That's 44K. And then he's selling for about 154K. So you do all the math there, and you end up with about a 28K profit. And now we're only looking at losing about 15K of that. So that one's, this one's close enough for me to say, go do this right now. Go look at MUT, go see what the values of these things are, and if you can just go buy these for those values, and you go look at what he's doing on the auction house, and if there's nothing cheaper than 155K on there, there's profit to be made. So like, you could just do the set. You might have to play a solo, put them up on the auction house, and make 15,000 coins doing that. Granted, you're gonna need 140,000 coins to invest into that to make that. So that is one of the downfalls. But to just quick run through some numbers here. Finneran was a 10K profit, and he sells for 113, so don't do that one. Horn was an 18K profit, and he sells for 113, so that one has some potential. I didn't look at the guys that were selling. I only looked at the top 10 prices, so that did include Christian, it didn't include Dawson. Sharp, don't do him. There was only 2K profit there. Walter Jones had 8K profit, selling at 100, so there's not enough clearance there. I did look at Hutchinson. There's an 11K clearance here. He's selling for about 100K, so that's like a break even. Royal Williams didn't have his collectibles listed yet, but he's selling at about 200K. He takes 4 badges, so that's 44K. Let's just say these are going for 30K each. 3, 6, 9, 120 plus 40 is 160. Yeah, if you can buy these all for 30K or less, I would do the set. So these, I feel like 25 is pretty cheap on this one. I don't recommend doing any captain sets. If you watched my last video about market analysis, those are not profitable right now. There's too many people trying to do those for MUT Master. People are actually taking losses on them because you get a 99 Odell Beckham at the end of it. So yeah, dinner sounds good. Investments, let me cover that in 1 second. Just one last thing I wanted to say about these sets. So a couple of the ones that I talked about, Terrell Davis, Derrick Brooks, Joe Horn, that there's some wiggle room to make some profit in those. You can pretty much turn them all into that, and here's how. If you go look at what these are supposed to go for on MUT, and then I told you previously in other videos or earlier on in Twitch if you were listening that I will buy anything that's at 80% of its sell value and then flip it because I make 10%. So now here I'm going to muddle those numbers for you guys a little bit. When you're looking at these and you want to do this set and there's profit to be made, if you can play around for maybe an evening, because you don't want to wait on this for too long. You don't want to, do this over a week because you don't know if there's going to be profit a week from now. There's profit right now. If you can buy the collectibles and the badges for about 10% less, so at a point where you're not going to want to go flip them because you're not going to make any profit, but we're spending 10% less than what my numbers sitting in front of me are saying we should spend on them. And then you're able to go to the market and sell this player slightly above. So using Hutchinson. Hutchinson's supposed to sell for 99K. And his collectibles you're supposed to be able to buy the badges and the collectibles for 95K. You add in the solo stuff and there's about 11K profit there. So that 11K pretty much covers your auction house losses. So let's say you can walk in here now and you buy all these at 10% less. So instead of spending 95K on these, we'll just say you spend 85K on these. And then you go to the auction house, and instead of selling him for 99K, you're able to sell him for 10% more. Now you sold him for 110. Now we just looked at a guy whose numbers, according to MUT says you'd break even off of him, and we actually made 20K off that. We made a 20% profit. We made a 30% profit, and the auction house took 10. But we spent 100K and made 20K. That's pretty good. I would do that a lot. So if you can go in and you can see a couple of these even that are about 10% low, and the numbers look pretty good that I told you, snap through those sets. Make sure you can check the player on the auction house and make sure he's going for what MUT says he's going for, and keep an eye on that stuff in MUT too, to how I explained it. Go look at what the players are going for, open up another tab and go see what their collectibles are going for, and do some quick math and see if there's gaps in any there. There were points last year where there was a lot of different sets that you could do, and you could just do the set. Maybe you had to play a solo and you just put coins in your pocket for doing that. A lot more coins than you're going to get just for doing the solo. We're talking like 10, 20, 30,000 more coins. So again, Ebert42 laying down the knowledge, how to make those coins, just completing some legend sets. If you got some coins sitting around, some of these are profitable right now. So get on top of that before these legends badges start going up in price again. Especially if they drop another Legends bundle this weekend. Keep an eye on some of these tanking in prices being highly profitable. So if you're watching on YouTube, big heart for stopping by, watching all my videos. Smash that subscribe button. If you enjoy what you saw, hit that like button. Leave some comments down below. Let me know if you made any money doing any of these Legend sets. I'm going to be in here this weekend trying to do this. So thanks for the support. Thanks for stopping by. And we will see you guys next time.